Okay, so I'm going to be using this lens. I have to hold my camera because this is what I'm using to record my voice. And I got my little mic here, but I'm going to be using this to do a telephoto for converter. And let's see how it turns out. Alright, so I have my telephoto lens. And I'm going to be shooting the trees right there, so I don't know how it will look, but let's see how it will look with the telephoto converter. I'm not exactly happy with how these shots are turning out. It definitely is getting a lens flare, which is just great. The next idea I have is using the telephoto lens to shoot up the basket. We'll see how this turns out though. I think it's a little too zoomed in, honestly. And the sun's in my eyes. Let's go this way. Let's honestly use the telephoto as an advantage to kind of focus on it with this vignette. I'm still getting the lens flares. I find this a little odd that the park is closed down. I wonder why it's closed. But we're gonna continue down the hill down that way.
Okay, so I just saw a deer, and the deer was really cool. I saw a wild deer. I'll have to show you in post. But I'm gonna switch to a wide angle lens. Okay, so we're gonna continue down the trail, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I switch out to the wide angle converter lens. It's a converter, not a technically lens, but a wide angle converter lens, and technically it's macro, which is weird, but with my thoughts on the telephoto, I'm not super impressed with it. Hopefully it turns out well, and actually looking back, this looks like a good shot for the wide angle lens. So yeah, let me show it to you real quick. This is the other view I'm looking at that I'm probably going to take a photo with the wide angle macro converter lens, whatever it's called. The point is, I'm going to also take a shot from this angle and then also off the bridge. So I put the photos in the Lightroom, and now we're going to edit them, and I'll show you what I meant with the lens flare and everything I'm talking about. So let's go into the program.
You know how I was talking about the lens flare and how I should have put the lens hood on? I really should have, because some of these shots would have just been 10 times better if I had a lens hood on, because I wouldn't have got this lens flare. But this is what I was talking about, this lens flare right here. And if I go and show you the second shot and the third shot. So yeah, these shots right here, bad, not going to use them. But it was the first test shot with the telephoto lens, and then these are what I decided to practice with for the second type of shot for the telephoto lens. Or it's not a telephoto lens, a converter for the lens for the 15 to 45 millimeter, and on the Canon EOS M200. And there is one shot in here I'm kind of like I tried out zooming out. If you zoom out too far, you can actually see the converter, and I actually think with the hoop and stuff, it actually adds an interesting vignette. But tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. There was one shot in here. Yeah, these shots right here, which ironically weren't above. I really like this shot, but I don't like the lens flare. So let me see if I can find one shot, even with a lens flare, where I can either get rid of it or I like. So I decided to go for this shot because it's really cool. I actually really like this vignette that the converter lens makes normally. So, I think I'll just work with the lens flare. And let me edit this up real quick. Okay, so this is a final edit I came up with. It's pretty good, but I don't, that lens flare really throws it off. But it's a creative shot, and that's what I set out to do with this anyways. So let's export this, and I've already exported some images, and I'm going to put this edit onto one of my other photos that we have here. Let's see which one we wanted to. I like this outward angle, so let's see how it looks for here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Just that lens flare. I really should have put the lens hood on, but I was too lazy to do it. And if this is a lesson for everybody, don't be too lazy to put your lens hood on. We have this beautiful deer that we saw when we were out, and I wasn't able to capture me actually capturing it, but it's still beautiful. So I'm gonna go through here because I took lots of deer shots, as you can tell, and pick my favorite ones real quick. Here's a few of the deer photos I got while I was on the walk, and as you can see if I go down the line here, there are some of the deer moving, not much, and some different angles and compositions. As you can see, it's really bad. It's really bad with the lens flare. And if I had just put my lens hood on, it would have been an alright shot. But at least I got 20 bridge photos here. 20 shots of this bridge. Remember when I was shooting and looking down at the bridge and you didn't know what I was really shooting? You probably thought I was shooting water of some sort, but you really didn't know. If you have watched to this point in the video, I'm gonna show you. Surprise, this is what it looked like. So it kind of looked like this jungle with a creek, and if you can't tell that this is the bridge right here, and let's go to a shot that I like where it doesn't actually have the bridge in the shot. And I think it's pretty good. It's not great. It's not bad. It's decently clear. I don't even know what to do with this photo. It's not that bad of a photo by itself, but I'm just like, what to do here? I kind of like that dark, a little dark and moody. Not a lot, just a little. I think that's good enough for now. So I got closer to the lighting on the bridge. If you couldn't tell from the other shots, the light was hitting the bridge over here in just this way where it was making these patterns on the ground. And I got inspired by it and thought, well, what if I stood right here? Maybe it would shine on my face or at least make a cool background. So that is what I did after I took these shots. So these are the results of my edits. I did masking if you can't tell. And then if we go over to here, I did some masking for most of these and added some exposure, contrast, lower the highlights. I wanted to get it pretty sharp in the back area, but also keep this, all of this bright. So go to the next edit shot. I wanted to do it more subtle on this. Wanted to test around and see, like, I didn't want it too overexposed because I felt if I overexposed the face, then the lighting would be off. I mean, the lighting is coming from here after all, so it shouldn't be too exposed here. And that being said, in some photos, I feel like it is definitely overexposed, like it's exposed too much or brightened up too much. This shot I think works really well. Walking shot. This one works, I think. I also tried to do a lot of different poses. So that was also really good. It was really fun doing some self-portrait stuff with this cool background because I haven't done self-portrait work in a while for myself. And I got all these different poses. You got the kind of the senior pose where you're crouching down but with a camera. And I think it just turned out pretty well. And then this one you can tell is pretty overexposed. Doesn't exactly match the lighting. But like some of these, like this one and this one, that one for sure. This one maybe too much. That one doesn't make sense. This one you could maybe believe. That one you could believe. That one you probably couldn't. This one you could because it's not really edited. That one you're not so sure. I don't even know if I edited those ones. But yeah, those are the photo. I have one over here too. Like that one you could believe because it's not really edited. But anyways, that is my video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoy this content, make sure to leave a like for more stuff like this. Comment down below what your favorite photo was. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.